Grazie. Kevin, pass. Big C. We're here, man. We're here. Some man them said cheese, man. Hey, oh, it's cool, man. You cooked that boys team still, man.
Stepped outside and she was walking by. Usually zoned out, but she caught my eye. My eyes looking at them thighs and then she looked surprised. She said, "You're all the same." I replied, "I ain't surprised." With them looks, mama do 180s like left hooks connected. Like bodies in bed when the set's good. Interested, yeah, I see you are, but what to do about this? Put your name and number down, link up in different outfits. In the hours flying through the day, forgot that part of it. Receive a text from her asking me about some bars and shit locally from where she see me earlier. I sent a couple. Didn't hear from her.
This is my guy. You know we're gonna get for the bench bants, bro. We say working hard and work.
Out here looking like movie star.
Getting a bench bant for you, yeah? Getting your first features and that. Oh shit. Thank you.
Hello everyone and welcome to special guests. We had a full start. Let's give it some noise. Energy up in the building. Welcome to special guests. We have hit Rich Mix for the first time. We are making special guest history right now. And I want you to make some noise if you've been to special guests before. Hey! We clap, we whoop, we make bare noise like we just make a ruckus. So I want to see an example of that. Make as much noise as you can. Honestly, it's the energy that you have that you want to receive yourself. Beautiful. And if nobody feels like getting up, just be clapping.
Look, you can't tell which way that the wind blows. Guess it's kinda like life when you're involved. Yes, it's envo, cause I don't let go. Got a tight grip on my past, so I'm retro.
3, 2, 1. Yes, here we are. You know what it is. Bench banter and that. Posted up in ends with the man them on a Thursday afternoon and that, just chilling. You know how it goes. It's your boy Levi out here with the one and only legend.
Fly God.
The Fly God. Flies to the fly. Obviously, got the man there making his bench debut and that. What you saying, man? Give us your name, brother.
Yeah, man, like Ozzy.
Cheers!
Like
Ozzy making his debut and
Ozzy Hendrix.
Obviously, you know what it is. You are locked into Bench Banter. Obviously, I ain't talking about the Women's World Cup, and that got us thinking about the differences between men and women in this society. Oh, techie subject to talk upon. But do you feel like, I don't know, the man's position with society within society is kind of changing?
Yeah, I'd say 100%.
Are you happy with the changes?
Kind of depends on you as a person, innit?
Would you say you prefer the like traditional society or the way society is now?
To be honest, I'm old school, so
yeah, I feel like I'm an old soul.
Yeah, 100%. I just feel like you're obligated as a man to be a man and a woman to be a woman. But now society doesn't even want you to even identify as what you're biologically meant to be identifying as.
You can identify as what you want these days, innit?
So again, me saying man or woman in a couple of years could be like obsolete.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I want to know why.
Why?
It's heading that way.
No, but there's always gonna be man and there's always gonna be woman, innit? No matter what, like biologically speaking.
Yeah, I mean Yeah, 100%.
It can't go nowhere. Do you know what I mean?
I mean,
they're trying to change it, but
yeah, but
XY is
yeah, the chromosomes will always be there, innit? But
This is cute.
Today was those new feet thing, like it was actually fully open.
yeah, you thought everything was open. I told you. Huh? Oh. It's different. So, what do you lot think about like the madness of like transgendered males participating in female sports?
I don't think it should be
I
allowed.
don't think it should be allowed.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's an unfair advantage?
Of course, they got high testosterone levels of men.
it's an unfair advantage.
But then the argument against it is, if we're all equal, why shouldn't something like that be allowed?
Yeah,
But then-
so then they should have. If that's the case, then they would have men and women doing sports together. There wouldn't be women's sports and there wouldn't be men's sports. It'd just be sports.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, yeah, it should just be
Same
sports,
point.
innit? But we live in a world where
Again, it comes to that whole topic again of equality and so on, and like
yeah, just got to be liberal in this world, didn't it?
There
Otherwise,
was literally a guy, can't even remember his name, but he's a male. But he identified as a woman on purpose, just to break their weightlifting record in Canada, just to prove a point that it's unfair. And he broke the record.
broke it.
He broke the record just to prove it was unfair.
Do you reckon you could beat up a female UFC fighter?
bro, you just switched up the topic, man.
Nah, but she might bang you up. She probably bang you up still.
Do you reckon you could? What UFC fighter though? You're fighting female. Say your life's on the line here. Your life's on the line. She's like, she's battering you. You're not gonna fight back. You're not gonna fight back.
Obviously, you're forced.
Bro, you're never gonna be in that
You're not gonna be in
situation.
that situation, but if
Okay.
you are, you're probably forced to fight back, innit? But
Okay, so
Exactly.
would
you
you?
try and avoid that. all
Okay,
costs,
so you
innit?
man are saying you
At
man
the end
are,
of the day, when it comes to this whole topic of should a man hit a woman, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, I don't think so. But
so
if
no,
someone's
under no circumstances
No,
would
no,
you ever hit a woman.
not under so
Down to you.
Got a gun. That's the only situation in which you're slapping a woman in her face.
Yeah.
to
But
be
I wouldn't-
honest,
nah,
yeah,
man.
if
See, I don't even like that saying like, yeah, like I'm on that. I'm not even on that. I'm not on it, fam.
I said yeah.
I'm not on it. Bro, but,
I said
but
yeah.
if there's a gun to you that you're trying
No,
to hit
if-
my
So that's
life,
the only
No,
scenario
no,
in the
no.
world, fam.
I say if
Say
the
she's
woman's
laying
being
into
if,
you,
if
like-
the woman's being hostile, and you're like, listen, chill out, and she's still attacking you, being hostile, then I feel you got
restrain her,
you
innit?
try restrain or defend yourself.
I'm trying to hit her though.
Not trying to
Like-
so not trying to strike back, just trying
I'm not
to
trying to like
No,
pull up
because-
guard and-
because the
like,
thing
come
is-
on, man.
put him up.
Yeah, like put them up, like.
Yeah, but the
no,
thing
like-
is, how many times have you
clenched
seen?
to the fist and that, like, yeah, like no, it's long, man. I'm not trying. I don't hit women, man. Fuck that.
Nah, I hear it,
I
man.
don't-
I
But how
hear
many
it.
times have you seen like scenarios where the woman's like literally
mad
moving
aggressive.
mad, slapping,
Yeah.
and the guy's trying to be like, listen, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna retaliate. But then as soon
I
as
think you just gotta walk away from.
but then as soon as the guy
Some guys
retaliates,
just
it's like,
stand there. You
oh.
shouldn't feel like you have to move away in it, like. But maybe just to avoid it, maybe just move away. I don't know.
But like sometimes they'll be just going after you, man. There's no way you can move to. You know,
Someone's
just
got
going
calm
after
their
you.
ass down, innit?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I know, but I hear it, man. Striking women is all a bit mad anyway, man. But it's like, what?
See, the videos are like the mixed martial arts, but it'll be like men versus women. I think, but the men that are actually going in there and scrapping these women, are they okay, fam?
But this what I'm saying. Is it a question of like, controversial. Man, like,
what's this, BTS?
yeah, BTS, you know how it goes. Behind the scenes and that, behind the scenes and that.
But I'll try to catch up after, but so I want to bump it soon.
So go get her.
Now, but no exaggeration. Every single one of the man said, Kevin, tell her to come here, bro.
Get her crabby, bro.
Every single one said, bro, it don't matter what she does, tell her to come here.
Bro, we was there from the morning to the night, bro.
What? Man, like that cards, yeah? Cards, yeah? But is it a question of like, they genuinely believe they're women, or they just wanna like win?
I don't know.
I don't know. You know what the thing is?
Yeah.
No, but you know what? You might be laughing, but then the thing is, it's like when you've got a hidden agenda and it's to your advantage, you're gonna back that, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the natural thing is where there's something you identify where you're gonna be stronger in, or you're more skilled than, and you think, yeah, I'm gonna go for that because that creates a better chance of me winning or achieving that goal.
Okay, I got you.
I mean, that's another thing, because obviously if this transgender man, woman, whatever was competing in like, for example, the men's category,
and they were
then
shit at it.
it's they're not gonna have the advantage they'll have competing in the women's category. Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. But that's fucked if they are like just lying about, do you know what I mean? Thinking they're women just to kind of win. Do you know what I mean? The mindset that we're never gonna really understand, like, do you know, I feel like.
I mean, the thing is, it's like one thing being brought up a certain way, and then all of a sudden, this whole community or group or whatever you want to call it has kind of been integrated into our society. But since as women and man's like basically been in the world, you've just identified as two categories. And now all of a sudden,
there's more categories.
It's like the comprehension is gonna be a bit mad. I'm not gonna lie, but we just like to comprehend it as like, oh, okay, now I can identify as this, or I can identify as like that. When I could just say, listen, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it becomes a bit, I don't know, a bit silly. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah, 100%, man, 100%.
Like, I know we're just joking around saying I'm a tiger, I'm a lion, but
you can actually, you can actually do that.
Say,
yeah, no, it's true though.
Yeah.
And then you've got this whole
what I don't agree with, cool.
Binary, non-binary.
Identify as whatever you want. I don't care. Don't force it on the kids.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, like that's my issue. Don't force it on the kids. Don't force it on the kids.
What she would peek for me. A Scooby snack is a treat for me, because when it was just me and my mama, we could always be. Out there in the streets, things got crazy. Out there in the streets, I didn't know who to be and I lost my sense of peace, but when I came home to clarity with those cucumber and tuna sandwiches, I knew where I could be. And I went so...
And I really value that in friendships. Like, I feel like I want someone to tell me, you know, if there's spinach between my teeth, like, let me know, you know? That's not love if you don't let somebody know that, even if they're a stranger, I feel. But apart from that,
Thank you. Don't you all feel better?
I usually rap, but I don't feel like rapping yet. I might do it later. But I'll tell you a story about a date I had once. So I met her. There are people who find me attractive, okay?
So yeah, normally I make them like this, but I'm cooking them a bit more.
But I'm as in South.
Yeah, I've not watched any recent paper on this though.
What is it?
I think it was just a phase, isn't it? Not like living.
Because these kids, what, they're 8, 9, 10, whatever, they're still going through human and brain development. How do you expect them to comprehend, oh, I was born a boy, but now maybe I'm a girl, or maybe I'm this, or maybe I'm that. You're confusing them, and they don't know what they want to be. I think, to be honest, it shouldn't be pushed upon the kids till when they are like able to actually comprehend that decision
So
as
say
being
like,
as an adult.
Say like your son has come to you one day in primary school. He's like, you woke up one day and he's like in a dress in his room just playing with his toys and that. Are you gonna tell him what he's doing is wrong?
Well, the thing is, it comes down to your inner beliefs, right?
Yeah.
Just be honest. Like, if you don't agree with it, then you're gonna be having a discussion.
I'm asking you, bro. I mean,
at the end of the day, my beliefs, like, I've always been brought up, man is man, woman is woman, and that's how it's always gonna be for me.
Yeah.
If you want to identify as a bird, dog, cat, mouse, robot, whatever, cool. But for me, man is man, woman is woman. That's why I've been brought up, and that's my belief. And again, as much as we're told to respect whoever wants to identify as whatever, cool. Then you should respect my decision as I just want to identify as what I've been told all along or brought up to believe.
And I see her standing, just like on the wall. She's wearing green. She's looking gorgeous. I'm like, oh my God, we got this. I walk towards her, she walks towards me. I go in for a hug. And she's kind of like, you know, not really like into it. I'm thinking that's crazy because I feel like we just assume everyone's comfortable with hugs and that kind of thing. So I was like, oh damn, okay, cool, my bad. We have like a really awkward hug because she just kind of just goes with it anyway. And then I'm like, so should we grab a seat? And she goes like, yeah, how many people? I'm like, huh? This poor woman is just doing her job, and this man just comes up to her, hey bro, hug her, and shout out to her, she was a G. She put a damn, and then banged that in there. In the audience is one of my good friends, Josh. I ain't gonna put you out here, man. You can do what you want.
I'm only up here because Tafiwa kind of just pressured me to do this. Do Bench Bants. Come on! Search me on YouTube. Gang. Basically, the concept is me and my friends, we just go around the world recording our conversations on different benches. We talk about anything and everything. So if that's what you're into, kind of, search us on YouTube and give us a watch, subscribe. Any help I can get would be helpful. But I ain't got nothing to say, so I thought I'd just share a poem I wrote when I was 16. After GCSE results day, didn't really do too well. Those that grew up in African households knew what that meant. Shout out all the man there, see you. Thank God. Shout out Tappy, big up Levi.
wild, bro.
We asked you to do 100 push-ups, you would have been like, yeah, because you're not taking shots. It's different, bro. It's different, bro.
Each of us.
Nah, man, that's fucked. That's looking like more than 3, man.
Let's go do 3. I understand what you're saying.
Right now, in Nigeria, I know, like, most people that I know that are married, 70% of them, the woman earns more than the man. In fact, the woman sponsored the wedding, but she wouldn't say anything. Why? Because she doesn't want society to say her.
Is that not traditional?
No, it's not traditional. Tradition is the man would do it. So why?
No.
I never said.
You should see us as a problem. Okay, wait. You believe us?
I mean, there are people. See, when you listen to stories of women.
Twice! You don't need to explain to me. Because you explain to me is like you're teaching me back like I'm a kindergarten. It's simple. It's just simple. Like my girlfriend is simple. Very simple. At my age, it's all about the brain. Like maturity. You understand? Maturity is the thing. Like you don't do something that you feel regret. You get it? A lot of people come and you say, well, why I fuck this girl now? Prof, you regret now that this is not the kind of person you have to be with. Yeah, I know it's not your fault. Conchi. You know what's conchi? What's it called? There's no.
Man is man. Yeah. Biologically, there's man and woman, and then obviously there's a transgender female or male. But then, how does, again, I'm no scientist, but then going back to the topic of transgender, what specifically makes a transgender woman and a transgender man? You know what I mean? Because biologically, they got the same body parts.
Yeah, but they can do the whole procedure and that, innit? You can fucking...
And then if you do the procedure, then fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
But are they? I don't.
You still have a.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. How much can you really change is the question we need to be asking here. Do you know what I mean?
So I ain't no surgeon or scientist.
It's mad, because this type of surgery, like 200, 300 years ago, we looked at as magic. You're changing a fucking man into a woman and a woman into a man. You'll just look at that and think, what? This is magic. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know, at the end of the day, everyone has their own personal choice. And then whoever you want to identify as, you're free to identify as that person.
That I don't know why. What did I go and do? Oh my, she ain't easy. She said that I don't know why. What did I go and do? Oh my.
Good chat. Controversial topic to talk about, but no, man, open discussion, no insult, you know what I'm saying, not biased, man, just start chatting and that, but no, good chat, boys. Cheeky one in the ends and that with the band them, obviously, it goes by now. Cheese bench debut and that, so gonna pass you over to man like Ozzy and Drix. You remember Ozzy and Drix? Yeah.
at the end of the day, just be who you want to be, and don't and be respectful.
You got a bit political with that one, Ted. Towards the end, bro.
Alright, cut it out then.
Yeah, no, cut that.
Just be who you want to be and be respectful, innit?
Alright, good. Let's go.
That's controversial.
Yeah, less controversial.
That's controversial.
Cancel Ozzy.
Stepped outside and she was walking by. Usually zoned out, but she caught my eye. My eyes looking at them thighs and then she looked surprised. She said, "You're all the same." I replied, "I ain't surprised." With them looks, mama do want
You made this your stage and you were like and subscribe.
No. Bench Bants.
I was like, yes, I'm subscribed. Forget about me. Like, this special guest who? Like, yeah, we have Bench Banter.
Don't know.
So, yeah, maybe Bench Banter special guest collab.
Cheers! We're here. Let's do it.
So